It is after hours on Monday, June 19, 2017. Account value is 108K and a little something. Today we closed the position in LabVIEW. We had 1900 shares, bought them at 53, closed the position at 56.85 for some 7,300 bucks of profit. Let me begin by saying we posted a video on our homepage on Sheep on Wall Street that we will no longer provide herd alerts for free. Come July 1st, we will charge 99 bucks, and we have a special running until tomorrow, Tuesday, midnight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a special where you get a month free. You get our crypto sheep included, but all the details are on the site. Please watch the video so you can make an educated decision. If you just don't do anything by July 1st, herd alerts will go away. No more emails, no more text messages. Okay, let's go into today's price action. I have NASDAQ 100, the futures here, and we stopped exactly where we are supposed to stop. This is a critical level. I don't know if we're going to blast through that or bounce back and test the lower range again. But because I don't know, I took off LabVIEW, although I did really like the price action in XBI, the underlying ETF of LabVIEW, because we finally broke out of that sideways range that I've been referencing for quite some time, and we broke out with a vengeance. I mean, that was a big move. So as soon as the NASDAQ tells me that it wants to go higher, or even better, if the NASDAQ tests the bottom of the range and XBI is hanging in there, I'm going to be back in LabVIEW because I'm really liking the price action. Biotech wants to go higher. We just need the overall market to cooperate, and for that, let's just bring up the S&P. That one is making new highs. The Dow is making new highs. It's just the NASDAQ that is not cooperating so far. But if the NASDAQ goes above 5,800, I believe odds are it will also make new all-time highs. So the market in general looks in a pretty good condition. The only, crack that we can still feel is intact. But the way a biotech is acting is just picture perfect. I would love to buy it. If we get a dip, I buy it. Or if the NASDAQ tells me it is ready to participate to the upside again, then I will also buy back into LabVIEW. Tesla was disappointing today. Usually it is showing relative strength, but while the NASDAQ had a really strong day, we could not move anywhere. That tells me we might be here at a short-term top. So Tesla for me right now is no touch. Let's talk about gold real quick. Gold continues to show weakness. We lost the 1250 level, but miners are actually hanging in there. And that is not just the small miners, but also the large cap ones. GDX is also hanging in there for a significant weakness here, 11 bucks. The GDX is only down by 0.6%. But this by itself is not enough to pull the trigger for me. We might have to see one more leg south before we can pull the trigger. As I mentioned before, 2150, 21, somewhere there. If GDX hits that, then I will be buying JNUC, the leveraged ETF on the juniors on GDXJ. Gold itself looks pretty weak. Odds are it will probably challenge 1220. That we did not see any buyers coming here at 1250 is a pretty weak sign. It's easier to see that on the 5-minute chart. Here, it's just a few hours where we tried to hold it, but we couldn't, broke through it, and now there is lots of real estate to the downside. With that said, XBI looks best in my opinion, so odds are that our next trade will be in LabVIEW. So any dip I will be buying, or when I see strength in the NASDAQ, I will also be buying. But the way the NASDAQ, when I say NASDAQ, NASDAQ 100 acted into the close is telling me this 57.80 level. It's pretty hard an area to overcome. We've tried it twice today, failed twice. So I would not be surprised if we have to get a little more runway to push through that. So a pullback here would come in handy. Hopefully then we can get back into LabVIEW and then ride the wave higher once we break above 5,800. And please don't forget to check out the video and the pricing page so that you can make an educated decision if you want to be part of herd alerts in the long run and which option to choose from. I'll be back tomorrow with another recap.